Hello friends, welcome to virtueottoh's channel. I'm virtueottoh, and on this channel I share videos of food business. I also share videos on NAFDAC registration process. Kindly subscribe. In today's video, I'll be sharing with you how to start cashew nut business. These two products are products that we sell. Okay, this is chin and this is cashew nut. In my business, I sell both products. This costs 2,900 naira if you're buying wholesale price, and this costs 8,000 naira. So now you'll be wondering, wow, how come that two products, cashew nuts and chin, same container size, this costs so much than this? Cashew nuts cost so much than chin because of value, simply because of value. This product has more value, right, than this one. So if you're interested in starting cashew nut business, this is the video you want to watch. In 2023, the global production of cashew nuts hit around 3.9 million tons. In 2022, Nigeria exported over 315,000 tons of raw cashew nuts, which cost over $252 million. Why am I giving you these statistics? Because cashew nut is a very lucrative business. Here are the reasons why you should start a cashew nut business. There is high global demand and market goods. Cashew nut is one of the most traded nuts all over the world, and there's increase in demand daily. In fact, the current production is not even enough to meet the demand of cashew nuts globally. If there's high demand for a product, there's high potential for you to make sales, right, in that business, to make sales and ultimately profit. Number two is that there's strong export potential for cashew nuts. Amongst all products globally, nuts, cashew nuts is one of the most exported products. So if it's something you want to do on a large scale, you would love to export. If you're considering a business you want to invest in, then you should consider cashew nut business because it has a strong export potential. There's global demand, increasing global demand for it. Cashew nuts is even scarce. Like right now, the price of cashew nuts is beginning to go up, right? A normal bottle that probably you'd buy, this regular bottle, about 450 grams now is about 8,500, 8,000 to 8,500. Then for other ones like maybe honey-coated cashews and all that, you find out that the prices are also higher. But the export market is worth millions of dollars globally. The export market is very attractive and continues to grow annually. You can even attract premium buyers, right? There will always be demand for cashew nuts. Top producing countries of cashew nuts includes Ivory Coast, India, Vietnam, Nigeria, Tanzania, and a lot more. The third reason why you should consider cashew nut business is because of the health benefits. It's loaded with a lot of health benefits, and people are becoming more health conscious these days. In fact, even in business, we have customers always asking questions. I hope there's no sugar in this product. I hope this honey is pure. I hope people are beginning to be more health conscious. The fourth reason is it is versatile. Cashew nut has a lot of uses in the food industry. In different, you can use it for granola, you can use it to make parfait, you can use it for your cakes, your cookies, for your premium dessert toppings, a lot. As a topping, a lot of uses of cashew nut, right? Some people even go ahead to use it to make paste, cashew nut yogurt, cashew nut milk. There's a lot to be done with cashew nuts. Now, the health benefits of cashew nuts. Cashew nut helps to boost the immune system because it is packed with antioxidants, zinc, vitamin E. It is also good for your heart health. Right? Cashew nut promotes healthy bones and teeth because it contains calcium, magnesium, and phosphorus. Cashew nut also helps to support your brain function because it contains copper and iron. It also helps in weight management because it's rich in protein and fiber. It also improves the eye health and your skin health. Nutritious, has a lot of nutrients, minerals, has a lot of benefits. If you're thinking of starting a cashew nut business, here are a few tips that can help you. The first thing, you want to identify the market. Know your target audience, right? Because if you know your target audience, who are you targeting? Who is your target audience? Are they supermarkets or food businesses, like people that make granola, people that make parfait? Are they cake makers or bakers? Are they bakers? Who is your target? Who are you targeting? Are they people who are health conscious? Are they people, elderly people? Who are you targeting? The people you target will determine your message and what you put out there, your branding, your packaging, everything. Next, you have to decide your niche. Are you going to be selling just raw cashew nuts, or you're going to be selling processed roasted cashew nuts? Are they going to be salted? Are they going to have maybe one spice? Are they going to be spiced? Are they going to be honey coated? Just choose your niche. The next important thing you want to do is to research your competitors. Why do you have to do this? When you research your competitors, you'll be able to know their pricing, their portion sizes. What sizes do they have in the market? Is it 50 grams? Is it 200 grams? Also know their sales channels, like what channels are they selling their products through. This is very important because it will help you understand what is currently in the market. It will also help you know the gaps that you need to fill in. For instance, if there is anything they're not doing right, you'll be able to know it so that you can position in such a way that you correct those things, right? And then you'll be able to attract both the customers you're currently selling to and the ones they are not selling to because of that gap that you have identified. You also identify opportunity when you research your competitors. Who are the people that are currently selling that product you want to sell, which is cashew nut? How are they selling it? There are so many questions you need to ask. Who is buying it? Then this will also help you know your target audience, the people you want to target, and how you want to attract those people that you're targeting. Also, researching your competition or your competitors will help you know the right pricing to enter the market with. If your prices are too high, most likely you might lose customers, except you're positioning as a premium cashew nut brand, luxury cashew nut brand. Then of course it's going to show in the quality of your products, in the branding of your product, and also your positioning. But if you're coming with the same, let's say the same bottle that is everywhere, and you're selling your own 5,000, trust me, people will go for 4-5, except you're adding more value to your product. Please, it is important that you know what your competitors are selling, because after calculating your cost and ensuring you're making profit, you have to also know what your competitors are selling so that you can position your pricing right. Then of course, there are some people that devalue their product, that price low. Most times it happens when you don't research the market properly, or you don't calculate your cost properly, or probably you don't even have or know the value of the product you're offering. Just research your market so that you know the right pricing to come to the market with. Then next, you should be thinking of sourcing. How do you source your cashew nuts? Okay. Nigeria is one of the largest producers of cashew nuts globally, and even in Africa and globally. So basically, there are some states to target. If you're in Nigeria, if you're in other countries, check out the people that are in your country who are producers, local processors, or people that process these cashew nuts, right? Or toast them. Maybe deshell them and toast or roast the cashew nuts. Find out where these people are. For a country like Nigeria, you know that in Enugu State, they are a top producing state for cashew nuts, right? In Enugu State in Nigeria. There are other states also, like you have Kogi and a lot more. So just find out the processors, people that process, or you can also go to markets where they sell lots of nuts in wholesale. In Enugu, we have a Wete market. So find out where they sell nuts in bulk in your location, or in locations that produce cashew nuts, so that you can be able to get the best price possible. You already know that cashew nuts are expensive, so you want to negotiate and get good prices, so that by the time you apply your profits and also the cost of transportation and all that, you'll be able to make good profit from it. Then next is quality control. You want to taste the cashew nut to be sure that it's not rancid, it doesn't have a slapping taste. You also want to check the cashew nut. Apart from taste, you want to check the cashew nuts, make sure that it's not broken or crushed, except maybe you're targeting people that probably use it use it as toppings, right? That want to use cashew nut as toppings and they don't mind crushed cashew nuts. So that's why your target audience is also important. So make sure you're looking at the product. Is it fresh? Does it look fresh, right? Make sure that the cashew nuts that you're buying is fresh and it looks good. Then of course the taste, make sure that it's not burnt or smoked or dark, right? Because of over roasting or over toasting. So this quality control is very important. So basically in quality control, what you're checking is the appearance, you're checking the taste, and then you're making sure that the product is properly toasted. Okay, that's what it's properly toasted, that it has low moisture content, so that it's a product that people want to buy and probably keep. It's not something that that cashew nut is expensive. So when people are buying it, you have to give them value for the money that they're spending, right? And the next area you want to look at is your packaging. So I would advise you have different sizes. You can have 50 to 200 grams for people that just want to buy snack and just snack on. You can have above 200, 250 to 500 grams for maybe families. And then you can also have retail sizes from 1 kg to 5 kg. Of course, the prices will be different because if someone is buying in bulk, so someone is buying like 1 kg upwards, most likely the person might be a food business owner who wants to probably use it for granola or parfait and all that. So it's going to be cheaper. So you just know the right packaging. Make sure your packaging, it has details of all the details of the product, the nutritional information, the production and all that, production details, NAFDAC number if you have your NAFDAC number. On this channel, I have over 14 videos I've created for NAFDAC registration. Make sure you watch those videos so that you know how to get your product registered with NAFDAC. But it's very important that if you want to sell to supermarkets, that you have a NAFDAC number. So most people ask me this question a lot. You can start out your business, but make sure that maybe you're testing the market. It's called MVP, minimum viable product. You produce some of your product, or you have your products that you want to sell, then you're testing the market with it. You can give out samples for sale and all that, but make sure that as your business grows and you afford NAFDAC registration, ensure that you register that product with NAFDAC. Check my NAFDAC registration playlist. You'll see the videos I created for NAFDAC registration. Another thing you need to think of is your pricing strategy. So of course you have to include all your costs, like especially your direct cost, the cost of buying the cashew nut, the cost of transporting it, especially if you're not living in states like Enugu and all those states where they produce cashew nut a lot, right? Where they produce cashew nuts. The cost of transporting it, you have to add it to your costing. Then the cost of branding it, like for instance, the bottles I showed you, the bowls I showed you earlier. If you're going to package in bowls, that's fine. If you're packaging in bottles, just make sure that the sticker, the bottles, you include the costing. Then you now add a markup. So if you need help with your costing and pricing, you can go through my costing and pricing online course. It has a lot to teach, especially if you're a food business owner who is into production. You produce your own products. You want to know how to cost it and price it. That course is what you need. It will also tell you the profit margin to apply to your products. So the link is in the description if you're interested in registering for that course, the ultimate food costing and pricing online course. The link will be in the description. Just check it out and you'll see through the link, you'll see all the details on how you can register for the course and all the models. Then the next important thing you have to think about is sales, distribution, and marketing. If your business is not known, or if your business is a secret, nobody will buy. So you should think of how people will see your product. I talk about marketing a lot because marketing will take your business from 0 to 100. Even if you have the best branding, the best everything, the best product, if your customers or the people you're targeting, they don't see that product, how do they buy? The product did not get to the target audience. So the product at that point sitting on your shelf is not even valuable to you because you're going to run at a loss if you don't sell it. And it's also not valuable to your target audience. And how do you get your products to your target audience? Through marketing. It can be word of mouth marketing. You go to events, you show your product. You can go for trade exhibitions, offline marketing, visit supermarket stores, pharmacies, just visit shops where you can show them the sample of your products and they buy. That's for offline marketing. Then for online, you have to market through social media. The world is a global stage, and social media has made it so easy for you to be in a country and reach someone in another country in a split second. You just need to post. So post your products on WhatsApp. Make sure your product pictures are fine. Post them on WhatsApp, on different social media handles, Facebook, Instagram. Go ahead and run adverts. Yes, run adverts targeting a particular location, or if you're targeting different locations, also choose the locations you're targeting. You can run these adverts by yourself, or you can get professionals to do them for you. You can, there are so many ways you can get influencers. I've noticed that, in fact, one of the fastest ways to sell your products and even get in the eyes of a lot of people is when you use influencers, right? So this year, make it a point. You can start with influencers that wouldn't charge you much. As you grow, you can now engage the services of maybe more influencers, or the services of influencers that have maybe more following or more buying crowd. So remember that when choosing an influencer to market your product, you just have to make sure that the audience they have is a buying crowd, or is your target audience who have the potential to buy from you. That someone has 10 million followers of the wrong target audience does not mean that when they promote your product, those people will buy. But you see someone that has 1 million followers and have the right target audience for your product, and you see you're making millions of sales. So that's how the influencer thing works. There are so many ways to market your product, and this marketing is so important. Please, every month, like I always advise, have something that you set aside for marketing. It could be for printing of flyers and you go and share. There are so many ways. It could be that you make a banner and just stick it to the front of your shop, or you make a banner. If you can afford a billboard, go ahead and do that, right? Just make sure that people are seeing your products, people are seeing your adverts every single day. So you never know when it will convert to sales. And one thing about running ads, like ads is very good. Ads is very good. This is something that I do, and I always advise people to do it. So recently this weekend, I turned on my ad for honey sales, and I had a lot of inquiries. You're going to have a lot of inquiries, right? So some of them will buy, some will not buy at that time. Some are not even going to buy. The most important thing is that you have these contacts which have an interest in your product. Then it's your duty to follow them up. So when I ran this advert, I noticed that they all made inquiries and they kept quiet. So like the following day, I started calling them. One person bought 2 liters. Another person from another location, Port Harcourt, bought 5 liters. Just because I put a call across. So most people give up when people don't buy immediately. Customers are in different buying journey, right? First, they have to know you, like you, and trust you before they can buy from you. So by running that advert, they even get to know you. Then, so they will be watching your page, trying to check what you're doing, your activities, to be sure that they can trust you before they can go ahead and buy. So it's just for you to keep putting out quality content out there, keep showing things behind the scenes, maybe customers that bought your product, your customer review and all that. With time, they might get to buy. So, but don't relent in making sure that every day people are seeing your product. It could be a post, it could be flyers, it could be anything, but make sure that people are seeing your product. And so these are the points or some of the things or the tips I would love to share with you if you intend to go into cashew nut business. I hope this video was helpful. If this video was helpful to you, let me know in the comment section. Please share my videos, like, comment, give this video a thumbs up. That's how YouTube gets to promote my videos. If you have any questions, please let me know in the comment section. You can also book my consultation. I can look into your business if you want me to. You can book my consultation, and the link, if you want to send me a message directly on WhatsApp, the link is going to be in the description. The link also to my online course, the Ultimate Food Costing and Pricing course, is also going to be in the description. Thank you for watching.